Open and close reversing technology that keeps all the water and the rain outside when you get in. We'll show you how that works. We put it on our feature price of only $24.95. You know, we're getting to that time in season where we're going from, winter into obviously spring. And of course, April showers are gonna be here before you know it. This is the upgraded model that even has a flashlight built into the Comfort Grip handle. It's on FlexPay of only $4.16. If you get a brand new HSN credit card, we'll give you $20 in your account, making this $4.95. Laura Baker is here. Hello, my dearest.
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Wonderful. Look, we have a new benefit to this umbrella.
What's that?
It now gives us 6 feet of separation.
There you go. And that's a really smart thing.
So maybe it's not even raining and you take it on your walks.
Bring your umbrella. So this is a huge customer pick on hsn.com. First of all, I think it's not only the coolest umbrella, but I think it's the best made umbrella. You've got pretty much two-ply construction, so you basically have two umbrellas in one. It'll protect you from the wind up to like almost 40 miles an hour. A regular umbrella, 15, 20 miles an hour, it reverses. The little spindly things inside break, and you're completely on your own. With this one, it completely reverses, folds up, just as portable as a traditional umbrella, if not more.
And it's so much easier to use too. And it's so easy to use. So you have a push button here that is so simple. All you do is push it and it opens on its own. But did you notice what it's doing right there? See how when I close this umbrella, it's folding into itself. Well, when it's folding into itself, what it means is when you bring this into your car, all of those raindrops are staying inside of here rather than falling on top of you. So when you're using an umbrella, the whole point is to stay dry. Yeah. But when you close it and it gets you wet, it kind of defeats the purpose. Well, now thanks to this reverse open close technology, it actually keeps you dry. And the fabric, by the way, is actually hydrophobic fabric, which means it repels the water. So it's not like when you close it, there's a lot of water trapped inside. It just has a few little droplets because even before you close it, it actually is repelling kind of like a really good wax job on your car, making that water go right away. Yeah. And there is no struggling with this umbrella. So when we talk about how easy it is to use, even in high winds up to 38 miles per hour, it's going to stand the test of time. And it has a dual construction in the fabric as well. So you'll never see the wiring, and the flashlight is an amazing part of it. I mean, that flashlight, one of my friends, I gave this to her for her birthday because she has a dog, and when it's raining in Chester, you still have to walk the dog at night when it's raining, right? Well, now you can see exactly what you want to do because there is a flashlight right on the button, LED, and it just pushes just like that on and off, so you can use it whenever you need it. It's great also for like when you're coming up to the front door or the car keys and stuff like that, you can see exactly what you're doing without fumbling.
When you are taking your limited trips to the grocery store, if it's raining outside, it's so nice to have one of these because you can reverse it before you get in, all the water drips out and you're good to go. I bought 2 of these last holiday for Danny, my son, and his girlfriend Lily, because I'm like, they were freshmen going to college, and I'm like, they're walking to class, or Danny skateboards, but Lily's walking to class. I'm like, they gotta have umbrellas. They actually looked at like, that's a really good idea. We didn't think about that. It's a really good idea. Will you take us through colors?
Absolutely. Yeah. So what I'm holding here is actually the pineapple. So you can see it has that gorgeous summertime navy and white stripe with the bright welcoming pineapple there behind it. It's gorgeous. It has an ergonomic handle there with the flashlight on the bottom. Then what you're carrying, Guy, is the rose, because he is the rose between the thorns.
It's pretty amazing.
He goes, right?
Well, and you know, listen, we're both tall, but I'm a big guy, and I want you to understand, you could get me and somebody else underneath here, and I'm about 6'3", and I weigh well over 200 pounds, so I can get under here and stay dry.
Absolutely. If
you're a little bit smaller or close in size to me, you know you're going to be covered, because there's a lot of umbrellas that are just little.
They are.
You know, the ones you get at the amusement park that they sell you for 25 bucks, and it's like a little.
Umbrellas are so expensive, and you open them, they're the tiny ones, and they turn inside out, and the wiring is all here, so it catches all in your hair. With this, we have that dual ply construction right there, so you actually see all the wiring is in there, and it's super, super sturdy because it does have that up to 38 mile per hour. But as you can see, it's hidden in between the two. So this is the pineapple. Guy has the rose. The last but not least is the clouds with Dream Big. Absolutely beautiful and sunshiny. I actually gave that one to my niece, Anna, who's only 3, but she's very independent. So my niece and my nephew, Anna and Rusty, are, they're independent kids. So when they're even going out and it's raining, they want to have their own. They want to do their own. So they're able, because this is so easy easy to open because the push button takes absolutely no strength and no effort. They can actually do their own, and mom can know that they're safe and they're dry, but they're being able to have their independence at the same time.
And if you look at those shots, you'll see what we're talking about, where the water stays outside. The best one that we have, and I don't know if we show it in our footage there, is when they get into a car.
Oh, it's
because
so
literally
easy.
you take it over the door, and when you do this, it reverses, and then you can dump it out while you're getting in the car, and all the water stays outside. The other thing I love about it is the construction of it. If you look inside, there are little perforations inside that allows it to open and close quicker, allows the air to get out, but there's 2 layers of fabric. There's this layer, and then there's the exterior layer on top. So it's literally like having 2 umbrellas in one hand.
They do,
There's
yeah.
the little flashlight on the end, and I just turned mine on. You depress it, use my thumb to turn it on and off. That's actually an easier way for me to do it, is to just hit it, turn it on and off. And now, if you need to get your keys in the door or whatever, you need to find something in the car, you've got a built-in flashlight. And also, what's important for a lot of people out there is the grip. It's really comfortable.
It has a super comfortable ergonomic grip where it has a little spot for each one of your fingers. It's actually a non-slip grip here. And it also comes with the carrying handle, and it has a carrying case as well. So it will come with that too. Here's the button that I was talking about that's so easy for it to open, close. And so this is how you open it, just by pushing that. And by closing it, you simply just pull it down and it goes right into place. So there's no struggling in order to close it. And then when you open it, there's that button that I talked about right there. And you just, one finger technology, you push it and it opens on its own without you. I love that you talked about the car. I think we actually have a video of it with the car, because normally with the car, what do you have to do?
Here's Lori.
You have to, right? You have to open that car door really wide open in order to close the umbrella.
Watch.
But notice what she does. She opens it and she gets in. Then she's staying dry and the car is staying dry because you only need a couple inches to pull that umbrella
what's the
through.
sense of using an umbrella when you transition to where you're going, you get wet?
Yes.
It's like, okay, I'm waiting to get wet all at once, right? And what's neat about this, first of all, is the size of it. You see how big it is, and you guys, y'all know me, I'm a big guy, right? So you can see I easily fit under one myself. I could share it if I wanted to, but it's ideal for one person, maybe 2, right? Great if you got a couple little kids, great for grandma and grandpa. This is one of those great gifts that you give to somebody. It doesn't cost a fortune, but it's so worth it, because when you use it, you're like, normally when you use an umbrella, you go to somebody and you're like, give me an umbrella, and normally they give you a beat up old crappy umbrella.
Yes.
Because they sit there, one of the rungs is popped out, right? It only covers about 80% of you. Get yourself a new umbrella, but get the best one out there, and that's what this one is, which is why we're several years into our different versions of this umbrella.
We've had upgraded versions. We've sold well over 1 million.
But they keep the price where it should be, which is in the
do.
$20 to $30 range. Because, you know, if you're, I mean, am I going to spend $80 on an umbrella? No, probably not. But for 24 bucks to have one like this that really works, and you know, most kids, they don't care if they get wet, but if you're going to work, ladies, you want to get water on your hair when you just spent, 30 minutes fixing it?
Especially nowadays.
Or even guys. Dudes, you're fixing your hair. Maybe you got that comb over thing and you're like, you don't want it to move.
Well, and not just that, but this is an umbrella that's it's not just a static black umbrella for you. You actually have some joy inside of here. So I think anything these days that we can really just lift our spirit a little bit. And a lot of times, listen, when it's raining, it's kind of sometimes a gloomy day, but it doesn't have to all be gloomy. You can have a rose that brightens you up. You can have something that says dream big and just,
I think,
reminds you of.
What you're saying, and I'm so glad you brought it up, is appreciation. If anything comes out of all of this, and we know there's so many people that are struggling and going through so many things, and our thoughts and prayers are out to everybody who's struggling with it, but is that you got to appreciate all the things that we have. I think a lot of us, over time, we take things for granted. We're like, this will always be there. Oh, there'll always be a restaurant to go to get a pizza. There'll always be. And now we're like, we need to appreciate all these people that are in our lives, including our own families, and take care of each other. And little thing like this where you're just getting it so you don't have to, it's bad enough everything you're going through. Do you want to get rained on too? No, nobody wants that.
Well, and the thing is that, now you think, well, we're in our homes a lot, but like you, I'm going out for walks all the time, and I'm going to tell you that in a little bit of rain isn't going to stop me from getting outside of my house.
You got to get out of the house,
for that 30 minutes or an hour. I'm still going to take my umbrella and just give myself that fresh air. And especially now that I know, with 3 feet all around me, I can get out there for a little while and sort of recharge myself and recharge that brain and still stay dry at the same time.
See, I don't have any pets right now, but I have Danny, and he's kind of like my pet. So I take him for a walk. The other day he's in his room, kids, he's 18, he's doing college at home now, so he's bored. I'm like, do you want to go out and take a walk? And of course, between homework and Xbox, I rate third in the house. But it's funny, we actually are going out and we're doing stuff together. So again, appreciation of spending time with family. Do the best you can. If you can pick up some things that make life a little bit easier right now, fine. If you can't, just watch us. At least we're something that's here, that's live, and you can watch, and it can help distract you. And if you can pick up some things that make a life a little bit easier, good for you, then do it. I appreciate you.
Thank you. We appreciate everybody.
Yeah,
everybody stay healthy.
Really do. Hey, by the way, speaking of appreciating things, you know, we've got stuff on our home checklist. We thought you would appreciate having